So dear students, today I'll discuss about this question number 5. Okay, and here the question is, two blocks of mass small m are tied to each other through a light string. One of the blocks is pulled along the line joining them with a constant force F. To find the tension in the string joining the block. So let me first draw the diagram. Here actually it is given that two equal masses m are tied to each other with a light string. So again we have to choose the mass of the string is 0, that is the string is massless. Okay, so two equal mass m are tied to each other. So let me show this in diagram. Okay, so let me choose, this is a block of mass m and another block of mass m is tied with this mass m, tied with this, okay, with a light string. So the mass of the string is 0 and one of them is pulled with a constant force F. So let me take that this mass m is pulled by this constant force F. Okay, now what we have to find out, we have to find out the tension in the string. Okay, so these are in a ground. Okay, floor. Okay, so we have to find out the tension in the string. So now let me draw the freeway diagram of two blocks. Okay, so this is, let me take, this is block 1 and this is block 2. So what will be the freeway diagram of this block? Let me denote, this is block number 1 and this is block number 2. Okay, so now let me draw the FBD of block 1, FBD of block 1. Okay, so what are the forces acting on this block? One force is mg, which is downward direction, and normal direction is n, so it is in upward direction, and the force F which is given, and a tension T will arise in this string. So for this mass the tensional force will be in this direction, and for this mass the tensional force will be in this direction, because I have told earlier that the tensional force is always away from the object. So for this object I have to draw the tensional force in this direction. So this will be the direction of the tensional force. Okay, similarly I can draw the freeway diagram for block 2. So FBD of block 2. Okay, FBD of block 2. So what are the forces acting on this block? One is mg, which is in downward direction, and another is in normal direction. Another force is T along horizontal direction. And let me take the acceleration along this direction. Of course the acceleration will be in the direction of force. So here will be acceleration in this direction, and here will also be the acceleration in this direction. So if we use the Newton's second law, that is summation Fx is equal to max, because here also you can see the motion is only along the x direction, there is no acceleration along the y direction, or along the y direction there is no motion. So we have to use only the summation Fx. Okay, and summation Fy is equal to 0, which will give n is equal to mg, but we don't need to find out this thing. Okay, so only we need to find out T, so we will use summation Fx is equal to max along the x direction. So what will be the summation Fx? And I have told earlier also that always we have to take the positive direction along the direction of acceleration. So as this is the direction of acceleration, so we will take the reference frame like this xy. Okay, so summation Fx, and for summation Fx f will be positive and t will be negative, so we will use f minus t is equal to ma. Okay, so this is our equation 1, and we will get another equation from here. Okay, that is, here also we can use that summation Fx is equal to ma. And what is summation Fx? Max. And summation Fx is here only t, one force is here, so t is equal to just ma. Now you can put this t over here. Okay, then we will get the a. So if we put ma here, then we will get f minus ma is equal to ma. So f is equal to twice. So what will be a? So we will get from here a is equal to f divided by 2m. A is equal to f divided by 2m. Now if you put the value of a here, you will get t. T will be m into f divided by 2m. So m will be cancelled out and it will be just f by 2. So this is the tensional force. This is our required. Okay, you can solve this problem alternative way also. You don't need this two free body diagram, because we can find the acceleration directly from here. Okay, how you can do this? This is how the problem can be solved. This is the more conventional way, but you can solve this problem more easily. Okay, let me tell you the more easiest process. In that case, we don't need to free body diagram of block 1. So we will use only the free body diagram of block 2, because here only one force is involved. So you can just seeing this free body diagram, that is for block 2, we can derive t. So here the summation fx, if we put that summation fx is equal to max, then the only equation will be t is equal to ma. But what is a? If we find out a, then you can easily tell what is the value of t. So how can you find out acceleration of this system? You can find out the acceleration of this whole system easily. Divide a is equal to force divided by total mass. Total force, here the external force is a. This t are the internal force. Okay, this will this for the whole system. If we consider the whole system, then this t will play no role. So the acceleration of the system is due to only this force F, and the total mass is this m plus m. So force divided by total mass is nothing but acceleration. So the acceleration of the whole system will be F by 2m. So you can directly find out the acceleration from here. And now if you put the value, here, then it will be m into F divided by 2m, that will be F by 2. So you can find directly this result. Okay, by using only one free body diagram. And why I am choosing this free body diagram? Because here only one force is arise, so the equation will be most simple. This is t is equal to ma, and a is total force divided by total mass, net force divided by total mass. So you can always find out the acceleration if you once find out the net force acting on the system in the direction of acceleration of force. The net force divided by total mass, it will be the acceleration. So you can find out acceleration directly from this formula. And if you don't want to find out, or if this in some system this will be more complicated, because this acceleration you have to find out the net force along the acceleration. Okay, if you once find out the net force along the acceleration, only then you can use this formula. Otherwise you can draw the free body diagram for each and every object separately and write down the equation of motion and solve this, you will get the result. Okay, thank you.